Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight we have a special treat for you from United Excel. I'm Chrissy Perry, Director of United Excel Social Justice Institute. United Excel is a research-based organization designed to bring knowledge and awareness to the community through the 5 core areas: research, education, negotiation, confrontation, and resolution. United Excel is housed at United Christian Faith Ministries, founded by our very own Pastor Dr. Mark Ellis. Our mission is to educate, advocate, and empower the Baton Rouge community and surrounding areas through our MEDS model, morally, economically, domestically, and socially, while promoting peace and justice around the world. Tonight, we will recognize our recent Spring 2020 graduates. We have 11 wonderful community activists, members, community organizers, and social justice advocates ready and equipped to fight for equal distribution of wealth, opportunity, and privileges to all groups of people. These individuals did not take the charge lightly. They participated in an 8-week training where they critically read and analyzed scholarly pieces, including Operation Breadbasket by Martin Deppie, Martin Luther King's 1963 letter from a Birmingham jail, and the Willie Lynch letter of 1712, and much more. Students were also educated on the 4 stages of the civil rights movement, from slavery to Jim Crow to a right to vote. And now the stage which we are in now is access to capital. Students also participated in community action, including voter registration drives, conducting the census, Love Thy Neighbor campaign, Power to Power rally, and many, many more opportunities of civic engagements. Students will end this journey with a tour of the River Road Museum. I would also like to take this time to recognize our awesome team. We have a team of leaders and teachers that led this 8-week class, organized these events that are all a part of the Institute. We have our Assistant Director in Positive News Media Testimonials, none other than Monica Jean-Pierre. We also have Director of Community Advocacy, Rita Wright, our Director of Community Dialogue, Jessica Matthews, the Director of Research Education, James Jefferson, and works very closely with Myra McCrae. And of course, we can't forget our administrator, none other than Donna Hamilton. Without further ado, I would like to show you a brief video of our graduates.
Hello, I'm Linda Gurvin, and we are the United Excel Social Justice Class of 2020. I joined the Social Justice Ministry because I wanted to be the voice of the people who can't speak. I'm an advocate for the people. I like to stand in proxy for those who can't speak for themselves.
Hello, I am Natalie Cooley, and I am elated that I participated in the training to get a better foundation of social justice. I became interested in United Excel after attending the events in January of 2020, the events in observance of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday.
Hi, my name is Monique Robinson, and I decided to join United Excel because I am passionate about community, I am passionate about being a vehicle for change, and I am passionate about speaking up for those who cannot speak for themselves. My favorite event thus far has been the Love Thy Neighbor Town Hall event, where pastors from all across the state came together to encourage the community to stand together as one.
Hello, I'm Tennia Williams. Serving individuals and communities has always been important to me professionally and personally, and being a part of the social justice ministry has helped to align those goals and is really a good fit for me in terms of ministry and service. Learning in the class through the presentations and our readings really helped to enlighten in the area of social justice. Really enjoy being a part of the voter registration efforts because we are really in a critical time right now between now and November. And so I'm excited about empowering people to vote. I'm excited about empowering people in other areas of social justice. And I look forward to serving UCFM in the social justice ministry.
Hi, my name is Kaia Simmons, and I was invited to be part of United Excel, and I'm very pleased that I accepted the invitation. As a public policy doctoral candidate, it's important for me to participate in scholarly forums such as this, and I'm just glad to be part of it.
Hi, everyone. My name is Juanne Porter, and I'm excited to be a part of the United Excel Social Justice Ministry. I have worked with Jessica and Christy before on community events, so when they told me about this, it was not a hard sell at all. And certainly after attending the first meeting and hearing how this lined up spiritually, I was in. There was no other way for me to go because this lined up with my passion.
My name is Jameson Alston. I decided to join the United Excel team because I wanted to be a part of something that could bring light and hope into the community. An event that kind of motivated and inspired me the most would be the Power to Power rally, where we brought so many people together for Louisiana police reform. I think those type of events and those different types of things that we do can be very helpful and transformative for a community.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Pitts, and the reason I chose to join the social justice ministry at UCFM is because I've always been interested in organizing, in voting, and so this was just a good fit for me. And the event that I attended that made the most impact was the Power to Power sign the petition. I just thought that was a wonderful coming together of the faith community, faith-based community, and we did it. So we were successful. So I feel just happy and honored to be a part of a true change agent in the community.
Hi, my name is Loki Balaguer-Ellis. The reason why I joined this social justice ministry differs a little than the others. It was because of my 8-year-old daughter, who's an elected official in the micro society at her elementary school. There she learned the importance of service to community and how it impacts the economy. As a member of the social justice team, it allowed me to see her as fertile ground that I needed to sow into as her mother and as her example, by watering and nurturing into her godly responsibilities and duties, and how to be of service to the community for kingdom building. The rally that impacted us the most was the Love Thy Neighbor campaign. As a result of attending that campaign, we came up with the idea of creating fruit baskets for our neighbors, and we'll pass them out to show them the love of Christ and how we can be neighborly.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Welcome, new team members. I am so excited that you are aboard our team here at United Excel. I cannot wait for the actual changes that we will be making in this community. Without further ado, we have an awesome speaker with us today who is going to come and give us some words of encouragement, Dr. Daniel E. Walker. Dr. Walker is a proud product of Head Start. He's a historian, filmmaker, and social change agent. He is the author of the critically acclaimed book, No More, Slavery and Cultural Resistance in Havana and New Orleans. The seminal study, Black Church Next, Challenges and Opportunities Facing African-American Congregations in 21st Century in Los Angeles, and the award-winning documentary film, How Sweet the Sound, Gospel in Los Angeles. Set in the aftermath of the Watts riots, How Sweet the Sound details how revolution in gospel music and Black church activism led to the election of Tom Bradley as the first African-American mayor of Los Angeles and the recording of the Aretha Franklin's Amazing Grace album. Dr. Walker is the founder and curator of the Gospel Music History Archive and the lead scholar for the U.S. section of the Pentecostal and Charismatic Research Archive, both housed at the USC Digital Library. He holds a BA from San Diego State University, where he was also elected the president of the student body a master's degree with distinction in Latin American history from the University of California at Riverside, and a doctorate, also with distinction in Latin American and African American history from the University of Houston. In 2018, he was awarded an honorary doctorate from the Claremont Graduate University for his global contributions to art, design, and innovation. I would like to welcome with us today someone whom I'm so honored to call my friend, who is going to do this commencement program for us, Dr. Daniel E. Walker.
Hey, everybody. So I'm first off trying to make sure that everybody can see me right. You know, we got the shadow going on, and being a dark-skinned brother, you want to make sure your light is good. so we want to make sure that's in place. All right. First off, I want to just say thank you to Pastor Mark Ellis for being forward-thinking, for being a person who thinks about social justice and understands that ministry is infinitely more than just the 11 o'clock service on Sunday and the tithes and offering, but it is about what we tend to do and what we are to people in real time and in their lives. Also to Dr. Christy Perry for being so diligent in her desires to make this commencement, this graduation, this rite of passage happen today. And for everybody who was a part of the program as a coordinator or as a administrative person, and to each and every one of you, the graduates of United Excel. We're in a crazy time period. We understand that. We get it, right? We've got the COVID-19 situation, which is a health crisis that challenges us as people of faith, just to be the person there for the widow, the person there for the orphan, the person there for the downtrodden, right? We also have this economic situation, which has been exacerbated by the issue of the pandemic, so that we have people in our parishes, in our churches, who are looking for Maslow's 3 basic needs right now, food, shelter, and clothing. And the question for us as leaders becomes, how do I try to address that? And not just as an individual, as a charity, but how do I address that in a systemic way? And that's where policy change comes in. And we are also in a crazy time period in American history, because after the death of George Floyd, and after the continued injustice of not bringing anyone to justice for the death of Breonna Taylor, and the long-term issues, Sandra Bland, the long-term issues, Michelle Shirley, the long-term issues, Ahmaud Arbery, the long-term issues, Tamir Rice, the long-term issues, Trayvon Martin, the long-term issues, Emmett Till. We are asking ourselves again, what and how do we engage this system and bring about change, but not just small incremental change? But right now, I think especially the young people in the streets are saying, we want to make monumental change. We want to address systemic racism. We want to address sexism. We want to address and create a new America that actually finally functions for all of us the way that it functions for some of us. That it functions for all of us the way it functions for some of us. I say that because at United Excel, you are about to embark on, and I loved the comment from the woman who said that she got involved because her 8-year-old daughter was an elected official at her elementary school. That we understand that we have an incumbent responsibility as humans first to seek justice, to actually be advocates for change in a positive way, but also as people of faith, we are called to a greater calling, to esteem others greater than ourselves. What do I mean by that? To actually want, to actually hope for, to actually dream that others maybe even get it before you do. Oh, come on, somebody. That maybe you could be a person who wants the good for someone else so much that you maybe even want it more than they want it for themselves. I'm saying this because as you begin to step out on this journey that you are on, with this new, kind of like plugged into a new power source, and this power source that UCFM has put together, I want you to go out with a few understandings. Number one, you are the agent of change. You are the agent of change. Somebody has to stand up. 90% of the people in the world are followers is no diss. But somebody has to stand up. So number one, you are the agent of change. Number two, you are connected to other people. The way systems change is when we lock arms and we begin to think about issues and concerns in a systematic way so that we impact policy, we impact practice, we impact the way in which people function and live with one another. So you have got to be connected. You are an agent of change, but you have got to be connected to other people, other systems to make the type of monumental, long-term change that we want in the world. And lastly, you have been given grace. Yes, grace. Every single one of you has been given grace. Grace. Every single one of you has been given grace. None of us are where we should be based on what we have been. It is because of God's grace, that redemption at the cross, that has made us now able to walk in this space. I remember there was a great song when I was growing up that just said, "There but for the grace of God go I. There but for the grace of God go I." So as we move into this new space as social change agents connected about long-term change, don't judge nobody else. When you walk into these communities and you see people living in a way that you say they just should, don't judge nobody else. Remember where you came from. Remember, there's a passage in the Bible said, remember that you were once a stranger too. So as you see someone who is Latino, as you see someone who is Asian, as you see someone who does, or someone who literally lived exactly like you live, but they haven't been able to move out of that yet, understand the grace that God gave you. And that grace compels you to seek the same that has happened for you for others. I thank you very much. I want to give it up once again to Pastor Mark Ellis for being forward-thinking, once again to the entire staff at United Excel for bringing these folk together, and to you, the graduates of the 2012 class of United Excel. Time to go out and do something. I'm out.
Thank you so much for those encouraging words, Dr. Walker. What an excellent commencement speech. We're going to continue to move on in the program, and we're going to have our very own Retha Wright. She's going to come and present our summer 2020 graduates to you all tonight.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Dr. Perry. I am Retha Wright. I am the Director of Community Advocacy, and I am not only happy, but I'm proud to present to you the graduating class of 2020 with United Excel. Our first graduate, please. Loki Balaguer-Ellis, Jameson Alston. Next, please. Sharon Antoine. Next, please. Loki Balaguer-Ellis. Next. Natalie Cooley. Next. Linda Gurvin. Adrian Hickman. Vanessa Pitts. Juanne Porter. Monique Robinson. Kaia Simmons. Tennia Williams. Class of 2020, we congratulate you. Now we will have a word from our pastor and the founder of United Excel, Dr. Mark Ellis. Good afternoon, Dr. Ellis.
Good evening, and it is an honor to be here, Dr. Wright, Dr. Perry, and to our commencement speaker, man of God, thank you for sharing your inspiration. And to all of the graduates, it's an honor to have you as well tonight in celebrating you. You're finishing the curriculum that we've put together and our first draft of enlightening and encouraging and inspiring you to action in our community. I'll just say this. The Bible says in Psalms 89:14, from God's throne comes righteousness and justice. And this lets us know how we are to operate under God's rule. It's never justice or righteousness. It's justice and righteousness. And whenever there's an absence of equity, the people of God can never be silent. In the biblical view of justice, it's a state of equity and fairness and integrity and righteousness and peace and wholeness at all levels of society, which includes government, it includes our court systems, and it includes the marketplace at large. And so, my brothers and sisters, we have a tremendous responsibility in this day and time, in this hour in which we live, to uphold justice and righteousness. Because the Bible declares, again, from God's throne comes righteousness and justice. And so, again, I commend you. Thank you for being a part of what God has laid on our heart collectively as by way of a vision to empower the people of God to action, to equip you in critical areas of advocacy and insight into where inequities exist in our marketplace and our communities at large. And so, again, I hope this graduation encourages others to want to sign up to be a part. I believe in the long term, we will collectively come together and put together a plan that will also aid in encouraging and enlightening even our politicians, to the private sector, even out the education sector of our community and marketplace. The people of God not only have something to say, but also have a hand in the matter as we lift our communities to a more fair and equitable way. So God bless you. Thank you again. And I'll turn it back over to our narrator.
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity of working with United Excel. Thank you for your vision. We truly thank God for you. Looking at the polls on yesterday, we had a little under 20% of registered voters that actually went out to vote. When we look at our census number, we see that our census are very low. We need your help. If you are passionate about social justice and bringing about change in the community, text 225-250-1970. Enroll in our upcoming class. We need your help. There's room for you on our team. We have plenty of work for you to do. Once again, congratulations to all of our graduates. We are excited to have you on board, and we cannot wait to get our boots on the ground and work in our community and change our community. Thank you. You all have a good night.